I got like a fucking thing to do for my honor. We got that fucking honors thesis thing on Monday.
Oh fuck! Don't remind me. We're playing video games.
Oh, you guys have to do your thesis right now? That blows. I still don't have my advisor.
Me either, dog.
Me either.
We're three people not knowing what the fuck is going on in their lives. Welcome back to the Sixth Version Show, everybody. Where we don't know what the fuck is going on in our lives. Hang on, let me turn down that computer screen and get it nice and dark.
The true word statement.
I'm scared of. It's too dark in here. What are you guys saying?
You're too dark in here, you blackie.
I can't hear anything.
Fuck, David.
I keep hearing something. It's too dark to hear it. What the hell?
It's too dark.
Don't humor him.
I liked his humor. He said some humorous things. It made me go, ha ha ha, I like life.
What? Speak up.
Oh my god, is that a motherfucking Frankenstein?
Oh, here we fucking I'll bet you just swat him like he's a mosquito.
Yeah, it's just a tiny. That was his latest experiment. He made a bunch of tiny Frankenstein.
Yeah. What are we doing in this game?
Instead of walking around,
going in the sewer, dog.
Instead of stopping and going, brrr, they all you just hear like a, and they just go.
Oh, there's a sewer monster. Pardon me.
Fucking Mr. Naked Ass Magoo over there.
Fucking naked ass.
Naked ass looking
bitch ass piece of shit. You should just run headlong into those blades.
You're right. Hey! Oh, okay.
Flashbang!
It triggers a flashbang.
Oh!
I died.
Oh!
I died in a flashbang. And thus Daniel remembered dying.
I heard the sound of the sinews in his neck getting chopped in.
Die, fucker!
Oh!
Die!
Oh!
Oh, he can't die from fan. Well.
Oh, but they'll
now
be
everything's
perfectly
red.
content to make sure you still have that damage.
Barely conscious.
Yeah, you definitely just fucked yourself right up.
Eat some of that fucking heart juice, dog.
Oh.
You just see his heart withering away.
I can imagine him like just going, oh, I do feel a little bit weak, and pulling out just this jar of like visceral liquid and just sipping on it like, oh yes, that's better.
That's better.
I can just imagine him hiding his pain with a bunch of opium like actual laudanum is.
Just like, don't think about your ex-wife.
Yes, these stem cells from this aborted fetus help me forget the past. Why am I here?
Who am I?
Man, and that's the exit, conveniently.
Oh, yeah. Looks like we're gonna have to find us a box to stand on.
What kind of dumb piece of shit can't even do a fucking pull-up to save his life?
I can't.
Well,
I'm really fat.
Matt, can you do a pull-up?
No.
Alright, so you're just standing in a glass house going, look at this rock. Fucker.
The weight of this rock intrigues me to throw it at this fragile structure everywhere.
What the fuck's
One
with these
big.
goddamn puzzles? What the shit
big.
is puzzles?
So Matt,
Too small.
I heard your existence itself blew up in your face.
What are you talking about? I don't exist.
How did that go?
What are you talking about? I don't exist.
Yeah, his
No,
existence blew up. David, what are you talking about?
Oh God.
Where
I'm
am
insane. Wait, did I say that out loud? They can't know.
David, you're talking to yourself.
Shut up! No, I'm not!
But yeah, how was your day, Matthew?
Wait, hold on. I have a fresh bowl of the dihydrogen monoxide.
And there goes our 5 viewers.
Oh, no.
5?
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, wait, 5? What the fuck?
Yeah, the 5 out of the 6 of us the show's named for?
The pipe tender.
Yeah, that's not...
So how was your day, Matt?
Christ.
There we go.
Yeah, that pipe's my life.
Damn.
It just falls off of other lives.
Thinking about his day caused him to lose neuronal function enough to constitute speech.
Ooh. Anyway, so
I just said neuronal like a fucking troglodyte.
I did, but I wasn't going to point it out because I'm a good friend.
You did, Brennan?
I did hear you. I heard you say it. Fuck you, man! I came to your defense!
Technically, no, because you said you weren't going to point it out, but by saying you weren't going to, you essentially did. I guess to be fair, it was after.
Yeah, it was after you pointed it out. Fucker!
Neurofunction to talk. Now, speaking of talking, Matt, go, do it. Save me from this hell that I found myself in, please.
I don't know about that,
Tell
man.
me about the hell you found yourself in.
Yeah, my day was pretty shit. So was yesterday, now that I think about it.
Oh, man.
So yesterday, I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Like a big nerd recently, right?
Yeah.
So I'm at a
With our
tournament.
big nerd friend, Bradley.
Yeah, so I'm at a tournament with our friend, right? He's letting me borrow his deck, and I'm thinking, well, my refund came in recently, and he's selling it for a pretty fair price. I might consider getting it, buying it from him, so I could have a deck of my own. Well, smack dab in the middle of the tournament, in what at least I'm thinking was round 4, except it wasn't. Turns out the guy...
Yes, my child.
Yeah.
I was going to make noise, but it got caught in my mouth.
So yeah, well anyway, just as a little side note, turns out the guy I was playing wasn't even the guy I was supposed to play. We both just read the bracket wrong. But my mom texts me and she says like, hey, you've got like a $338 charge on your student account. What? Why? I'm like, I fucking shouldn't. So I go and I look at it and sure as shit, there's like $330 charge there. So I'm like, but why though? You've already charged me all of my tuition. And
But
it says
why?
it's for undergrad tuition, which, I've technically been charged for at the beginning.
Yeah.
So today, I go and try to sort that out. And what happens is, I'm at the business office, right, trying to see, like, hey, this looks like, I think this is erroneous. Can you fix this?
I think it's Aronio, the philosopher from Greece.
Yeah,
I think
so...
this is erotic. You guys might need to take care of it.
Oh, yeah. So I'm looking, and the woman there is saying, like, oh, here's, because I had to recently drop a class and add a new one, right?
I promise I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Brendan opening the door and the guy just going, and turning around.
That's I'm this character right now. It's just like, oh, I got no problems right now. Open the door, life.
And then hide in the corner, just rocking back and forth in the fetal position, like, go away. Go away.
Oh, he did, though. So that's cool.
Shit, maybe that's what we should do about our honors thesis.
Yeah.
Just like when our teachers come up to us, like, so how's your thesis going? You just go away! Don't go!
And then they look at you confused and walk off so that they can call the police. And turns out yelling "go away" worked. No, I mean, that's essentially what the dean of the honors college told me to do, was to go away for the semester.
What?
She didn't say it like that. I'll explain that after Matthew finishes his story.
Oh.
We got 2 stories for the price of one, ladies and gentlemen.
I am a bell.
And we might
Ding
have,
dong.
we might have 3 before the episode is over.
Oh boy. Well, anyway,
If
continuing
Beelzebub wills it.
with my story. So yeah, I'm at the office the business office trying to fix that. And they say like, oh, well, here's where it is. You've been charged $60, which I already knew about, for the online delivery fee for my online class, which is, let's all be real here. That's bullshit. It's online. The one thing that shouldn't require any kind of fee to deliver. You push a button and it happens.
The chat.
But no, they're saying, oh, well, we have this rate for tuition up to a certain number of hours, and since you did this, it's charging you the tuition for that. And I'm like, huh? What? And like, that's all I can do is all I can say is just like, well, why? That's just kind of
bullshit.
Yeah, I actually told her, I was like, that's a bit ridiculous and unreasonable, but okay, I guess.
Pardon me for being a dumb child, but you said why was the fee there?
Because adding the class apparently added more hours, so therefore they charged me more tuition.
This is a class for next semester, right?
It's not. It's the class that I'm taking because I dropped one of my classes.
Okay.
Which is ridiculous. It shouldn't cost $300.
Yeah, and so I get to the point where I'm just like, well, fine, all right. It's like, anything else I can help you with? So like, do you know where I can go to get counseling?
You've hurt me emotionally.
Yeah, like I do actually say that. I'm like, where's a student counseling office?
Like not as a joke.
No, like I was completely serious. Like I was like, I'm not joking. Like,
did you want consistent sessions, or did you just want to go at the time because you were
just
feeling
at
really
the time?
Okay.
So then I start crying in the middle of the business office.
Oh,
always fun.
It's your brother. What? Ah, shit.
You want to know how I feel? Throws monster at monster. Yeah, that's what you do. All the fucking time.
So I'm crying in the business office, and they're just like, hey.
Much like look, Daniel after getting bodied.
Like, hey, like, you can come over here. Like, just come in this office, like, till you can calm yourself down here.
High five.
This is gonna be a really fucked up and weird question, but how bad was the crying? Like, was it like you were like?
Tell me about your tears.
like tears were just like gently leaking out your eye ducts, or were you like sobbing and like there was like a vocal sound?
A bit of sobbing.
Oh man.
So yeah. So
oh shit! Jesus, fuck! Scared the shit out of me.
Fucking Usain Bolt over here.
Because we had the volume down, so I'm like, is the I'm being chased music playing right now? And then I turned around and there he was.
You know what? I think I've joked about this game a lot, but I think in all seriousness, I could actually see how if you were alone by yourself in the dark with headphones on, I could see how playing this would be really intense.
Yeah.
And like really nerve-wracking.
Fucking pussy. I'm sorry, I love you!
Shut up!
I love you, David!
So, Matt, anyway, about how you were crying your eyes...
Oh, you just are, like, in this glass house just, like, fucking shooting a machine gun.
That moment when you bring a medieval catapult into a glass house. Ooh, where's a good place to launch this? Anywhere!
Oh fuck!
This bitch ain't got a face.
This bitch ain't got no face.
This game's starting to seem a little unfair.
It's got a face, but no face.
It's got a face.
So this game's been saying run. Boy howdy, have I been trying. Oh yeah.
I got to the exit and I was like, I wonder if there was goodies, and then there was no face, make some stupid boobs.
Yeah. So anyway, back to my story.
Yes.
So I'm in this lady's office trying to calm down, and she's just like, okay, let's look to see if there's anything we can possibly work out. And she's actually is genuinely helpful about it, like,
well, that's good.
Telling me, okay, there might be some kind of small grant. It would only be about $200, but you know that would certainly help. Maybe we can look and see if maybe increasing your loan because you didn't accept the full value of the loan. Well, maybe we can do that too.
I have another question.
What?
So is the price of the 300 like the reason this is like so bad? Is it because like it's gonna be like next to impossible for you to afford it, or like?
It's not necessarily. It's just that I didn't fucking need this right now with all the other stress in my life.
True.
So I still have about $250 of my refund left. And my parents said, hey, maybe we can work something out. Worst case scenario is Bradley, of all people, said he might be able to give me an interest-free loan to help me out.
Aww.
So,
you know, we shit on Brad a lot, but he's a good friend.
He is a really good friend. He lets me borrow. Yeah. He's let me borrow multiple decks to play Yu-Gi-Oh. He spent a lot of time teaching me how to play. He said he'd be willing to help me out.
There was one time where Bradley was just feeling like really sick. Like I think he said his throat was hurting and stuff. And so he called me and he was like, "Hey, can you pick up a pizza for me?" And I was just internally, I was just like, "No, But then externally, I was like, yeah, I'll get a pizza for you. And he was like, thanks so much. So I went and got it for him. And then sure enough, like, I think it was like a week later, we went to Taco Bell. And he was like, oh, you got that pizza for me. Let me buy you dinner. And I was like, my dude. So yeah, he's an honorable man.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I shit on him a lot because sometimes it just doesn't grasp social situations. But, like, sometimes I don't grasp social situations, so...
The autism doesn't help.
But yeah, but my story continues, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, hell yeah.
Everyone go to our GoFundMe page where Matthew... we just have a picture of Matthew crying.
But yeah, so she's trying to help me out. But while I was crying, I probably should have mentioned this. They were saying, like, hey, do you need someone to help take you over to counseling? And I was just like, yeah, probably, while crying.
Oh, so they didn't specifically say police escort.
No, they were just like, do you need, like, an escort? You need someone to help you get there? And I'm like, maybe. So, they don't know about that part. You guys do.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to.
So, yeah, there's also a university police officer. Because I guess it makes sense there would be a police officer in the business office in case some shit did go down. Because that's always a possibility.
Well, I mean...
I'm not paying for meals!
I'm not paying for my tuition!
You responded to it with just, like, the stress overwhelming you and then crying a bit. Some people would respond to it by pulling a knife and going, you know what?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna start stabbing until I run out of things to stab!
Yeah, but yeah. So, after that lady at the business office tries to help me figure something out, and she said she'd be able to give me an email to, like, update me. It's unfortunate
She looked like she'd be able to eat me.
Yeah.
I was just about to say you were also laughing because he said she was like, yeah, I'll be able to eat. You might not, but I will.
But yeah, she said she could get back in touch with me, send me an email. Unfortunately, it won't be until probably Monday, but...
Just try to enjoy your weekend, my guy.
I can't. I have a lot of assignments.
Also, I don't know if you guys, like, read that, but Daniel's gonna kill a guy to stave off the tumors.
Interesting.
What?
Yeah. I don't know what that's about.
Only in a game like Amnesia could you say a sentence like, Daniel's gonna kill the guy to stave off the tumors.
And it's
what
not
the-
any... Oh!
Whoa! Oh, he's live.
Is that the tumor man we're gonna kill?
Oh, he's saying, help
Help
me.
me pull the switch. The switch?
I'm just gonna kill him.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna kill him, right?
I mean...
That might be how you help him.
Oh, this is just a guy. Oh, it's Agrippa!
Who the fuck is Agrippa?
Fuck if I know.
Also,
Was he
how's
just
he-
ham-fisted
How's
the...
he speaking if his mouth is not but a sphincter?
Because we can't really hear his voice, but he's just going...
This is what Daniel's hearing because he's gone completely insane. In reality, the guy's just going... Toothless without an orb.
Why would an orb give you teeth? That's silly. You're
Oh,
silly,
it's not the
Agrippa.
guy who's talking to him?
No, yeah, that's not Alexander.
Oh, okay. Wait, you mean Agrippa?
Yeah, Agrippa's not Alexander.
I'm so fucking confused.
So basically up to this point, Daniel's been like trying to figure out, because he has amnesia, because he gave himself amnesia. He drank a potion and was like, you need to forget, but you also need to kill Alexander. That was like the first thing we picked up.
Okay.
Like the note we picked up in the beginning was, hey, just, you don't remember anything, that's fine. The thing you need to remember is kill Alexander.
Well, fuck, okay, I've definitely not been paying attention.
Yeah.
Me neither.
And so we came down here, and there's this guy. The tumors are coming from. I think it's
rectum.
yes.
Damn, that man needs help.
I guess sure.
So the person speaking to us right now is the guy we're looking at.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
This was an indie game, so like they were like
yeah, it
lip
was.
flaps. I don't know. Let's just don't give them lips, so we don't need lip flaps.
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
Okay. So we gotta get a potion or some shit. But yeah, to sum it up, the darkness in some country Daniel was like, ooh, an orb, and by touching it, now he's got this darkness tumor shit going after him. And, like, it takes you to another dimension to be a god or some shit.
Okay.
And Alexander was like, ooh, I want to be a god. So he just kind of manipulated Daniel.
Trying to be a god, rookie mistake.
Yep. You don't want to be no god.
You ain't gonna be no god.
I'm not really paying attention. Every time we pick up a note, we, like, look at it at least, so... If you really want to figure it out, you can, like, go back in the series and pause whenever you pick up a note.
Shit, even better than that, I could just fucking pull up the game's wiki.
You could also do that. That's why I'm not too concerned, because, like, I've played the game before, so I know what happens. Oh, I haven't played it. I've seen it. So I know what happens. But it was a long time ago, but the basic story still... The highlights remain.
So anyway, there was a university police officer chilling.
Oh yeah.
And then the chick was like, "I'll be able to eat tonight."
Not you though.
Yeah, but so yeah, the guy, he drives me over there.
How do I pull to mouth? Just put it in hard. Put me in brain.
So yeah, so then after I calm down a bit, the university police officer, he drives me over to where the counseling stuff is. And boy howdy, wouldn't you know it, the counseling office is closed for lunch.
Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably not good. It's in the middle of the day when people need them.
Yeah. So then me and this police officer are basically just chilling out in front of...
He's like, you like donuts?
So me and this police officer just chilling out in front of the counseling building for like a half hour.
Do you like to kill blacks? I like to kill blacks.
My God.
So I start talking to him about just stuff. Like some of the interesting things, like some classes I've taken, some things that have led to this.
Showers breathing?
Yeah, So yeah, and then I basically just had a walk-in counseling, and that brings us up back to now.
All right.
But
I sure
luckily,
be here right now.
when I was at the counseling office, the counselor, like when I started telling her how I was just like, all right, here's my situation. Here's what I'm at least going to try to do to fix it. Here are my options, and here's some reasons why I've done this. And one thing she said was like, well, it seems like you've got a lot of stuff figured out. Like, you're at least setting, like, limits to say, like, here's how I can fix this, and that's good. One thing that could help is to maybe set some reasonable limits on yourself, and, like, be willing to acknowledge those. Which is... you know, pretty good advice, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what most people need, and sometimes people just either do it too much or too little.
So, that was my day.
All right.
Cha.
David, you said you had something going on?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, what's up?
So
we're gonna have time.
If you take a semester off, I might kill you.
I'm not taking
I might stab you to death.
I'm not taking a semester off of regular college.
Yeah.
However, it looks like I might be essentially taking a semester off of the honors college. And so the way that's going to work is, you know, the deadline was like 2 weeks ago for me to have picked an advisor to help me write my thesis.
Technically for us too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, obviously you guys understand what it's like or how I feel.
Oh yes.
Super sucky.
Yeah, it actually really is. So, I had a meeting with Dr. Brennan. Well, I had one last week, like on Wednesday, and then I just realized I probably shouldn't be saying these people's names, should I?
No. Chad, just body them out, please. Yeah.
Cha.
Chad, are you listening? Chad, fuck! Goddamn, man.
Chad!
Sorry.
If you don't fucking listen, you're not getting your weekly ration of chicken bones.
What's a good name?
Chad.
Can I say Dr. W?
Sure.
Say Dr. Woo!
No. I'll just say
Dr. Nintendo Wii U.
I'll just say the dean and the German lady.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yep. So for viewers, for the sake of the viewers, German lady is my current professor for the class, for my honors class,
and we have heard stories that she's not the best. She's a bit strict, and she waits to grade assignments, so you end up getting shit grades on everything because she doesn't.
She learned her lesson though. Being college students, we bitched and complained about it to fucking everybody we could, and then this semester. Because that was last semester, and then this semester, the first assignment we had, she gave it back to us. I think the next week or 2 weeks later, with like feedback and stuff on and our grade. So she learned, she knows, but
oh, she knows.
But anyway, so I had a meeting a week ago on Wednesday with the dean and German lady, and calling her that is so much fun. Fucking love it. And so initially they were just like, okay, well, you know, I'm a biology major, but I have a minor in English, and there's no actual limit on what field you can do your thesis in. Like, you're allowed to do it technically in any subject you want. Mm-hmm. So I thought about it, and I was like, you know, there isn't really anyone here in the biology department that I would actually like really enjoy doing a project with, like not the people themselves, but the projects they're working on. I was like, there's nothing really here that I would like significantly enjoy doing. So maybe I can do it in English. And so, you know, I was thinking about that a little bit, but I didn't have any like definite plans or answers.
I just shook the shit out of the mic.
Indeed. So you know, I was kind of grasping at straws. I was reaching out to another professor in the English department, and I was talking to him and just kind of pitching ideas to him and just like not doing anything major, not like
Brennan,
actually.
Yeah.
There is some like stuff down there.
There's some
oil.
Fuck yes. I have no idea what all these runes are though.
Not like actually getting anything accomplished. So I had the meeting, and that was after the first meeting. So I talked to this other dude, and I'm like, yeah, I really want to do something with Lovecraft because I enjoy his work a lot. He's basically my favorite author, and I figured if there was anyone I could read a lot of and write about, and read about people reading about him, and writing about him for a whole year, it would be Lovecraft. I could do it, and I like wouldn't want to kill myself every fucking day.
What's this Emperor Palpatine asshole?
What's this Twilight Zone looking ass portal to the next dimension looking ass?
So we've just gone from like what seems to be fucking late 19th, early 20th century to the fucking 80s over here.
Yeah.
Your fucking StarCraft teleporter.
It does look like in StarCraft.
StarCraft looking ass.
Fucking Protoss ass. Eating sunlight and shit.
So anyway,
Continue.
So I was talking to this dude, and he was like, yeah, I don't know jack shit about Lovecraft. No one in this department knows jack shit about Lovecraft, but we can try. And so then he was like, I think this was last Friday, Thursday. He was like, yeah, tomorrow, Friday, send me an email with like a list of topics, blah, blah, blah. So sure enough, I did. He doesn't respond, but I guess he took that email and reading through it, he realized, oh, this dude has no fucking clue what he's doing, especially because he hasn't been in the English department for a long time, so he doesn't have a lot of experience, like kind of thinking of topics to write about. So he said, I'm assuming what happened was he says all this to the dean, right? And so she calls me in for yet another meeting, her and a German lady. And so we go in together and we sit down. And basically she said that I had a few options, but the primary one that I should consider is withdrawing from the honors course right now. Apparently they offer it online over the summer, and just signing up for the summer class and then taking it then and using the time from now to the summer to actually read a lot more of like scholarly articles, not even necessarily about Lovecraft in particular, but just about like different scholarly, like different authors and time periods of literature in general, and hopefully getting a much more definitive and concrete idea of what I'm doing. So that's...
Hold on, David, I don't mean to cut you short, but I think I know the real reason this game's scary.
What?
It's not because of the fucking monsters.
It's because you get flashbang.
Yeah, it's because you're always in anxiety. Playing it in a dark room, you're just like, alright, will this game blind me? Now, and then you turn a corner, see an important item.
Ah, it's manganese.
Oh, look, it's more blood. Ah, fuck!
Ah, shit! Is this fucking manganese? Shout out to Jingle Jangle Jungle Trungle.
I'm glad you said it, Brennan. 'Cause I was going to.
So, you think you'll have to take a semester off for honest college?
Essentially.
Well,
Not
we'll
even...
find out next episode of the 6 Blatch Zag Dr. Frankenstein.
The 6 blacks coming next time.
No, they aren't. We're white.
Ah!